You are now watching The Lone Blown. Blown! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? You're back here at The Lone Blown. What's up? And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button right there. And if you're already subscribed, totally appreciate everything that you have done for the channel and supporting me. In today's video, we start off our new series of decks versus decks, going over a specific matchup in each one of these videos, and I'm going to link them all together in a playlist. So let's say in this video we're going to be doing PikaRom versus Centiskorch. You'll know exactly how PikaRom plays out against the Centiskorch matchup, and the goal is for PikaRom for you to learn how to play against all the top matches. So it should be a really useful learning tool and a good crutch for you to look back when you're like, oh, how do I play this matchup? How did Zach play that matchup? I'm not going to say that I'm a PikaRom expert, but I was able to win the Players Cup 2 with that deck. I'll just move my mic over here. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, both of the lists are featured in the description below. It's my PikaRom list versus Thomas Brophy's Centiskorch list, one of the best Centiskorch players in the game, if not the world. Awesome player in general. So we're going to duke it out, see exactly how the matchup goes. And yeah, if you're missing any other cards for either of the lists below, or just in general, go to PTCGO plug in code ZLASAGE5 to save 5% on your next order. Let's jump into the game and see exactly how it goes. So here we're playing a game against Thomas Brophy, one of the best Centiskorch players in the game, and I'm going to call the coin flip. With them playing Centiskorch, I won the coin flip. I don't want to go first because, I mean, in most cases, I don't want to go first at all. I want Centiskorch to go first, just so that they don't get off their Volcanion turn. So I'm going to go, no, I don't want to go first, because if they use Volcanion, they can expedite energies into play. And our basic goal here is to kind of like Tandem Shock, Stamp, Marnie our opponents out of the game, or finish it up a little bit quicker before that. So this game might not, we'll see how good the game ends up going. This hand seems acceptable at the very least. So let's just go with a Raichu here. It's better to start with Raichu than Tapu Koko, just because you want to use Tapu Koko on your bench Pokemon. So our opponent started with a Volk. Makes me wonder if there's anything crazy that we could do to the Volk that they can't get a Pokemon out, and they did get a Scorch out too. There's a Giant Hearth. So they got some options. We can always use Giant Hearth to discard energies or any other Pokemon that we have in our hands. So that's something that we can do. They got Fion down. Looks like a pretty good turn, especially if Centiskorch is starting first. I'm actually fine with us getting the Dedenne-GX. So here, I don't really see us using the energy switch in order to make things happen. I think we just go Electromagnetic Radar, discarding both this Lightning Energy and the energy switch. Now, Mewtwo does better in this matchup, so we can always discard things like PikaRom. We already have a Dedenne in our hands, so we're going to use the PikaRom, discard that to grab our Boltund. Now, looking through here, we can see that we actually have a bunch of random stuff prized. We don't have access to Eldegoss this game. We don't have access to Crobat. Just checking through our prize cards, so that's 2 of our prize cards. We also prized an Air Balloon, which is huge. So that's 3. We prized a Speed Lightning Energy. That's 4. I'm really wondering where our other prize cards come from. I probably just glimpsed over something wrong here. We have PikaRom, another PikaRom prize. That's our 5th prize card. There's just something missing. I can't necessarily put my finger on it. But either way, we'll grab the PikaRom. I'll go Quick Ball away. This. It's a Boltund that's prized. That's what the 6th prize card is. So we're going to grab the Boltunds. And I mean, to me, this seems like a pretty good turn. Just to do whatever we want. I'm going to put the Speed Lightning Energy here, actually on the Raichu. And we're going to go ahead here and go Boltund goes down. This goes down. And as much as those Research hurt to get, we can use the Dedenne-GX because we have less Dedenne-GX to work with here than we do of supporters. So now we can use Giant Hearth, pop one of these. There's no fire energies, but now we have 2 lightning energies in our discard pile. We can go Chaotic Swell. And there's nothing here that's really stopping us from going Marnie on our opponents. So we can just go Marnie, put their hand down to a lesser threshold. Haha, you can see that Thomas is a little bit upset about that one. And we're pretty close to having a perfect turn here. I'd like to hold on to that quick ball. So I'm just going to go Dance with Ancients, power up these two Pokemon. There's no point of us doing anything else there. So let's go ahead, attach those two energies, switch into this Boltund, and we can electrify over to this Raichu, Alolan Raichu. Let's use our quick ball for next turn to grab maybe an attacking Pokemon. Maybe we want to grab something else like a Dedenne-GX. Just leaves our options a little bit open here. And if our opponent doesn't really do too much, we can start attacking with Boltund V in general. Our kind of game plan pattern here is to go 2 prize cards with Boltund V and then offer a 3 prize card Pokemon and another 3 prize card Pokemon. That'd be Raichu, Alolan Raichu, and something like a Mewtwo and Mew-GX. So that'd be very helpful there. So we're just going to go Scoop of Net. We'll see exactly what they're going. They got the Reshizard up in the active spot. Maybe they're just using that as a way to vibe out prize card wise. Gotta watch out for the Outrage attack. Maybe they're going to go for a Welder here. Just go 200 straight up damage. This can always present some troubles for us because they can go they can get a knockout, and then any damage that we do to them, they can kind of get around it. So there's a single energy. And they've already lost one of the switch, which is huge for us. We need to hope that they do not get a Welder card. Okay, there's another switch. So that's going to be really good for our Tandem Shocks in general. Switch is the only out that this deck has beyond Birdkeeper if they do play it. The lists for both of these decks are in the description below. And also, if you're missing any of the cards, you can go to PTCGO and plug in code ZLassage5. That code's also in the description, so if you're missing any of these cards. Okay, so looks like it's going to be a pretty simple attack here. Let's go build up this Boltund. And we did get a boss's order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies in play. We're getting close enough where we could just start knocking out Pokemon. I don't necessarily know if I want to hit into the Reshizard, but I will go ahead and power up with, I will go ahead and attack the Dedenne-GX here. I don't necessarily know if there's anything that matters here beyond just like taking out a prize card. Maybe attacking the Jirachi is fine, but we still have Tandem Shock on deck. Like, I really like our options here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take out 2 prize cards here. I don't see... Maybe we want to go 1, 3, 2, but this seems fine to me. I'm just going to take the prize card on the Dedenne-GX and go Bolt Storm. Not really how we'd play out this matchup normally, but we are getting a couple of our prize cards. You can see that we have the Crobat V, so I can start powering up other things. If our opponent... I kind of want to force our opponent into attacking the Boltund, especially because I have the Raichu already powered up. I should be okay here to just kind of like naturally power things up. I want to focus on a 3 prize card Pokemon, a 1 prize card Pokemon, and here we are with the active Jirachi. So depending on what our opponent does, like, they've already attached for their turn. They'd have to get a Welder with 2 fire energies to get a knockout using their GX attack. I feel pretty comfortable with the remaining attacks that I have that we'll be able to complete this game. And again, if our opponent's struggling a little bit to get set up, I could just take out another 2 prize card Pokemon and force them into another decision. Yeah, I'm going to set up the Dedenne-GX because the Dedenne-GX only has 1 energy. They can always, with the Fion down at the bottom of their deck, play a Dedenne-GX card. So kind of freeing up a bench space for them. Oh, and they're going for another Jirachi, so Thomas must have a Scoop Up Net in their hand. Or, I mean, hopefully for us, they play a Switch. Okay. Never mind. They're just clearing out their hands. And they're trying to get a Welder to try to draw 2 prize cards. I mean, for the sake of it, it'd probably be helpful if they drew a few prize cards. And there's the Welder card. So they're certainly going to get the knockout there. So there's the 160 necessary. And now they're doing 200. So if they're a Welder, kind of, they've played 3 Switch. I think we just go for the simple Tandem Shock attack here. So I'm going to go, I'm going to get things powered up with a Mewtwo. So I'm going to go Quick Ball, discarding this out of my hands for a Mewtwo. There's a Mewtwo. There's a Lightning Energy on the Mewtwo. And I am going to go switch here immediately. Reset stamp my opponent. I don't want to put another 2 prize card Pokemon on the field. I don't want to leave easy prize cards out there. Actually, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter when I put the Crobat down. So I might as well put the Boltund down because nothing's going to really matter at this point. Let's go ahead and grab some of these cards. And we can go Crushing Hammer, just kind of slow down what Thomas can do here. So I don't want them to hit Welder threshold. So they'd be doing 160. Just going to go Crushing, see what Crushing brings. So I do want them to focus their energies onto this Centiskorch because it is getting damaged. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if Marnie necessarily matters too much. How many switches have we played? We've played 2 copies of the switching card. I'm going to go ahead here and I'm just going to go for the Tandem Shock. I think I feel really good about it. The only thing that's weird about me attaching the energy to the Mewtwo is that it takes me out of the range for a Lightning Raichu-GX. I just feel uncomfortable putting all of my eggs in the single basket. But considering our opponent's absolutely bench locked here, yeah, they're just gonna go past there. And I think we try to just go for it here. They did nothing with their hand, no Welder, nothing there. I mean, we can get an energy in our discard pile and just pitch this hand away. It sucks to lose a couple copies of Marnie, but we're pretty good here. Okay, this is where things get a little bit awkward. If I retreat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So this is where I feel like I might lose the game a little bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 energies on Boltund is 150, 160. Let's go ahead here. 160 gets a knockout there. Let's go Crushing Hammer. Getting the Crushing Hammer heads is huge. We're actually going to manually retreat this Raichu, Alolan Raichu. And since there's no options in our deck, I'm just going to play the Cherish Ball to waste it. Let's just go ahead here, retreat. Since we did not get an energy switch, I'm going to discard these 2 to leave ourselves with more options. And I'm going to get the knockout here with Boltstorm. So our opponent's at 4 prize cards. We are getting close to winning this game. We do have the Eldegoss. So if our opponent does not have a reset stamp on us, it looks like we just are about to win this game. Okay, so they use the scoop up there to draw some extra cards off the Crobats. And I need to really hope that they do not reset stamp me here. Because we have win in hands. If they do not take care of our hand, yes. So since we haven't used our GX attack, we can use Mewtwo and Mew-GX to copy and bring up one of our opponent's Pokemon on the bench. So I mean, this is pretty much how the game goes. I know it was a little bit more Boltund heavy this game, but that's completely fine. We could just go there, bring this up, and then we can just go Tag Bolt GX for 200 damage. So a bit of a weird game plan, but we were able to pull it out in the end. Centiskorch is a close matchup, but we were able to pull it out there. So I hope that you enjoyed that much as I enjoyed playing it. It's a close matchup for sure. I mean, I feel like there was areas where I got a little bit unlucky, where Thomas got a little bit unlucky. So, I mean, it's probably close to an accurate game. My overall take on the matchup is that the matchup's close to even, if not slightly favorable for the Peak player. Just because they have to play Switch, and while their decks tend to be a little bit more inconsistent. But I mean, Thomas is killing it with the deck, so if you're a Centiskorch fan, feel free to check that out. If you like the Centiskorch, give their list a try below. That being said, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're on our path to getting to 1,000 and beyond. I mean, all I can do is try to grow every single day as a content creator, and I really appreciate everyone who's watched the video up until this point. Stay tuned, check out some of the other videos that we got going on here. That being said, I'm a head out for now, But have yourself a great day, and thank you so much for watching all of my content. Mwah. Really hope that you enjoyed watching that video. I totally enjoyed making it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video, share the video with everyone that you know, and subscribe to the channel as well. Totally appreciate all the support. We got a lot of cool things happening on the channel, so stay tuned for more. Be sure to check out the social links in the description. Thanks and have yourself a great one.